Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the Planning Pulse. Today we're going to be talking about Social Security. We're going to be going into a little bit of background of Social Security, as well as some strategies and some things to be thinking about when you are going to make that all-important decision of when to start Social Security. So let's dig right in. A little bit of history on Social Security. It started back in 1935 with President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The very first monthly benefit was paid on January 1st, 1940. Ida M. Fuller, who was a retired legal secretary, received the first check, and it was for $22.54. Certainly over the last 85 years, there's been many changes to the system that's been around a long time and has served a lot of people well. There's many different parts of Social Security, disability benefits and supplemental benefits and benefits for survivors, but the part we're really going to focus on today is regarding retirement benefits. How do you earn retirement benefits? You get a credit for each quarter of work that you do, and to the Social Security system, 1 quarter of work is equivalent to $1,640 earned in 2023. And you have to accumulate 40 credits before you're actually qualified to receive Social Security retirement benefits. So roughly 10 years of working will get you to qualify for your own Social Security benefits. When can you claim it? You have to have those 10 years or 40 quarters of work to qualify for your own benefit. And you can start claiming as early as age 62. The full retirement age benefit, which varies based on when you were born, but right now is between age 66 and age 67, is what all your other benefits are based off of. If you take your benefit before your full retirement age benefit, your benefit will be reduced by roughly 8% a year. If you delay taking your benefit beyond full retirement age, then your benefit will increase by about 8% per year, up until you hit age 70. And at that point, there's no more increases. So delaying beyond 70 doesn't make any sense at all. So how much can you actually get from Social Security? The formula comes down to looking at your 35 highest earning years. An average of that feeds into the formula. You can look at the slides to see kind of what the maximums would be. Everybody's going to have their own benefit calculated, and that's the number we typically work off of when we're trying to help clients decide if they should take Social Security or not. If you're married and you didn't qualify for your own benefit, you could qualify for a spousal benefit. Even if your spouse were to die, you could claim a spousal benefit as early as age 60. And as long as you're not remarried, then that's something that could be available to you. Interestingly enough, you can also claim a spousal benefit even if you're divorced. As long as you were married for 10 years, and again, if you're not remarried, then you can claim Social Security based off of your ex-spouse's earnings. The question we get all the time is, when do we actually start taking Social Security? And it's really very simple. All you have to do is tell us when you're going to die, and then we'll give you the exact time that makes the most sense. It's going to be the most financially beneficial for you to take Social Security. Unfortunately, most of us don't know when we're going to die. And so there is some guessing that goes into it. What we try to do is help give you the best educated guess you can make as far as when the best time to start taking Social Security is. If you're still working and you are before your full retirement age, or like I mentioned before, somewhere between age 66 and age 67, depending on when you were born, then typically it does not make sense at all to start taking your Social Security, because they will start to reduce your Social Security benefit for every dollar that you earn over a certain dollar figure. For 2024, that dollar figure is $22,320. So your benefit gets reduced for any income you earn above that. So for the vast majority of people, it does not make sense to start taking Social Security before you're retired if you're younger than full retirement age. If you are full retirement age or older, then it could make sense to start it, because they do not do a reduction of benefits, especially the year after you turn your full retirement age. One reason that you may claim early is if there's health issues. Starting to get dollars out of the system sooner than later is going to be an important factor if you've got significant health concerns. And that can play into account when talking about spousal benefit versus your own benefit. If you're in great health, that could be a reason to continue to defer your benefit and go for that higher lifetime benefit. We help our clients solve for what their break-even age is. If a client is 66 and they choose to wait until 70 to take their benefit, they would have to live to usually about age 82 or 83 to break even. So recapture all the benefits that they did not get for those 4 years that they deferred it with the higher amount that they're getting on a monthly basis. If you think the chances of you living less than that break-even age of 82 or 83 are meaningful, then it may make sense to go ahead and start that benefit. But again, nobody knows, so there's certainly other factors we want to consider as well. One of those factors could be trying to maximize your family benefit. If your spouse didn't work, then the only way they're going to be able to start taking Social Security is through a spousal benefit. They can't claim a spousal benefit until you claim your benefit. And so that ends up shrinking that break-even age meaningfully, because there's 2 streams of Social Security income that you're missing out by not starting it on the earlier end. If you need the Social Security income or not. So if you have other income coming in from other sources, whether it's deferred compensation or rental properties, you don't need the Social Security, then it could make sense to continue to get that roughly 8% deferral by waiting a year. You don't have to wait the full year to get the increase. Every single month it increases by that factor of roughly 1/12 of 8%. One of the reasons that could sway the pendulum towards claiming your benefits out further would be trying to maximize survivor benefits. When you have a husband and a wife both getting benefits, when the first of them passes away, the lower of the 2 benefits goes away. So the survivor will always keep the higher of the 2 benefits. So a strategy that we often employ is to have the person with the lower benefit go ahead and claim as early as makes sense, and will have the higher income earner, or the person with the higher benefit, defer theirs. And that maximizes that benefit that is going to be around for whoever the survivor is within the family. That's a great strategy where you get to have your cake and eat it too, as far as getting some dollars out of the system, but then also take advantage of that increase by deferring the benefit. The other factor with maximizing survivor benefits is if there's a large age gap between spouses. That can also make sense to try to defer, because the larger the age gap, then the shorter that break-even age ends up being as well. We also like to look, again, the very first Planning Pulse video, I talked about Roth conversions. That is something we like to factor in when making the Social Security decision as well, because it could make sense for you to claim right now. If you also have the ability to do Roth conversions, you might want to defer Social Security. That could be eating up that taxable income room where you could do bigger Roth conversions. If you started claiming your Social Security benefit and receiving $30,000 a year, that's $30,000 less Roth conversions you could do during that year. So that's our quick stroll through Social Security and some of the different strategies that we look at for our clients. We'd love to sit down with you if we haven't already and map out your long-term cash flow plan, which part of that is strategizing around when does it make sense to take Social Security and what is your personal break-even age. I'm really excited for you guys to continue following the series, because Eli Ramirez is going to be going through videos highlighting PWM's age-based financial insights. So what things you need to be thinking about at different points of your financial life. So I think it's going to be really valuable. If not for you, then maybe your kids or other family members. So definitely pass it around to friends, family, anybody that you think could get value from it. And again, just appreciate you guys taking time and spending it with us here at PWM.